Welcome to the sleep story of the Eternal Garden, a story that will take you through the depths of your imagination and finally into a deep, deep sleep. So now, as you get comfortable to rest and to listen, take a deep breath in and let yourself settle into the soft, comforting space around you. Feel the weight of your body gently sinking, as though you are cradled by the earth itself. Tonight, I have a story for you. A story that is not only for your ears, but for your heart and your mind. And as you listen, you may find your thoughts slowing down, softening like the gentle ripple of a stream, growing quieter as it flows into still, peaceful waters. And as I begin, notice how easy it becomes to simply let go, allowing my words to guide you on this journey. There was once a man named Alden, a man who lived in a village surrounded by fields of green, kissed by the golden light of endless horizons. Yet Alden was rarely at ease. He was always chasing after something, an idea of more, an image of better. He worked tirelessly in his fields, planting and harvesting, always planning for the next season, the next yield, the next stage of life. He believed that peace, fulfillment, and happiness lay just beyond the curve of the next hill, in a future he could never quite reach. And so, Alden spent his day in a flurry of motion, his mind never still, always calculating, planning, striving. He often said to himself, "When I finish this harvest, then I'll rest. When I save enough coin, then I'll be happy. When the future arrives, then I'll truly live." Yet each day, the future seemed to slip further away, like a mirage shimmering on the horizon. One crisp autumn morning, as the amber leaves fell in soft spirals, Alden was walking to the market when he saw an old woman sitting by the side of the road. Her hair was silver as moonlight, her face a map of time etched with countless stories. In front of her was a single flower, unlike any Alden had ever seen. It was a radiant bloom, its petals shifting colors, blue like the deepest ocean, one moment, golden like the sun's embrace, the next. The sight of it took Alden's breath away. The woman looked up at him with kind, knowing eyes. "This is the bloom of now," she said, her voice as gentle as the wind through autumn leaves. "Would you like to take it home?" Alden furrowed his brow. "How much do you want for it?" The woman shook her head with a soft laugh. "Oh, it's not something you can buy. I will give it to you freely, but only if you are willing to do one thing." "And what is that?" Alden asked, curious and wary. "You must plant it in a garden, but not just any garden. You must plant it in the garden of your presence." Alden tilted his head. "What does that mean?" The woman smiled, but said nothing more. She placed the flower gently in his hands, its stem warm and pulsing as if alive. And then she was gone, leaving Alden standing there, the strange luminous flower resting in his palms. That night, Alden held the flower as he sat in his small cottage, staring at it with wonder and puzzlement. The garden of my presence. What could she mean he thought, his mind, so used to chasing answers, whirled and churned, trying to solve the riddle. And then, as if responding to his restless thoughts, the flower began to glow softly. The colors danced on its petals, shifting in rhythm with Alden's breath, drawing his attention. He felt a strange calm begin to settle over him, as though the flower itself was whispering to him, calling him to simply pause. And so, for the first time in as long as he could remember, Alden did just that. He stopped. He sat still, holding the flower, letting his thoughts quiet. And in that stillness, he began to notice things he had overlooked for years. The faint crackle of the fire in his hearth, the cool softness of the night air brushing his skin, the rhythmic beating of his heart. The longer he sat, the more the flower glowed, as if it were feeding on his attention, growing more radiant with each passing moment. For hours, Alden sat there, completely present, feeling the richness of the moment unfold around him. He realized he had spent so many years chasing a future that he had never truly lived in the now. And in this single moment, he felt a sense of peace he had never known. The next day, Alden awoke with a strange sense of clarity. He walked to his fields, but instead of rushing to his work as he always had, he paused to feel the soil beneath his hands, the warmth of the sun on his face, the song of birds in the nearby trees. It was as though the world had become brighter, fuller. And though he still tended to his crops and planned for the future, he found that he was no longer consumed by it. He began to live each day with the same presence he had felt the night before, and in doing so, he discovered a profound joy he had never known. Word of Alden's transformation spread through the village. People came to him, asking how he had found such peace, such contentment. He would smile and tell them about the flower, the bloom of now, though when he showed it to them, it was no longer the luminous bloom he had first held. Instead, it was a simple, unassuming wildflower, one that could easily be overlooked. But Alden would place it in their hands and say, "The magic isn't in the flower itself, it's in you. The bloom of now grows when you plant it in your own presence." And so little by little, the village began to change. People who had once rushed through life began to slow down, to notice the small wonders of each moment, the laughter of children, the scent of rain, the way the stars lit up the night sky. The village, once bustling and restless, became a place of peace, of joy, of simple, quiet abundance. As for Alden, he would often sit by his fire at the end of the day, the wildflower resting in a small clay pot on his table. He would watch its petals, their colors faint but beautiful, shifting softly as the light changed. And he would smile, knowing that the lesson of the bloom of now was one he would carry with him for the rest of his life. Because Alden had learned the secret that the richness of life is not something to be found in the future or the past, but only in the here and now, in the moments we so often overlook. And as you think about this story, you might begin to notice the ways in which you can plant your own garden of presence. Maybe you've already started. And now, as you rest here, feel the deep, soothing weight of your own presence. Notice the gentle rhythm of your breath, the way it flows effortlessly in and out, like the tides of the sea. Feel the softness of the surface beneath you, the quiet hum of the world around you. There is nothing to chase, nothing to strive for. There is only this moment, this beautiful, peaceful moment. And as you let yourself drift deeper, you might feel a sense of lightness, of freedom, as though a weight you've carried for so long has begun to melt away. Let this stillness wrap around you now, like the petals of a flower, closing gently in the twilight. And as you sink further into rest, know that you are exactly where you are meant to be, here in the garden of your own presence. And now, as the story of Alden and the bloom of now comes to a close, allow yourself to reflect on the quiet wisdom it carries. There is no need to think too hard, no need to analyze. Simply let the lesson settle into your mind, like a soft feather drifting down, finding the perfect place to rest. You don't have to chase the meaning or hold on to it tightly. Just as the garden of presence blossomed for Alden, you can let this moment, right now, be enough. Take a deep, slow breath in and exhale fully. Feel the release that comes with that out-breath. Feel how your body softens, how your shoulders let go of any tension they may have been holding. Notice the weight of your arms, how they rest so comfortably now. Feel the way the surface beneath you supports you completely, as though the world itself is holding you, gently cradling you. And now, bring your awareness to your feet. Notice how they feel, how they are relaxing more and more with each passing moment. There's nothing you need to do. The relaxation flows naturally. Perhaps you can imagine a warm, soothing light beginning to glow softly at the soles of your feet. This light is gentle, calm, and warm, like the first rays of sunlight on a cool morning. It begins to travel up through your feet, slowly, warmly, relaxing every muscle as it moves. Feel that light now, moving into your ankles, releasing any tension there, softening everything it touches. It flows upward into your calves, soothing and loosening the muscles, wrapping them in its gentle warmth. It feels so good to let go, doesn't it? And you might notice how easy it is to let the light continue its journey, moving now into your knees and thighs, relaxing them so deeply, so completely. This light is here just for you, to remind your body how to relax, how to unwind. As it continues to rise, this warm, calming light flows into your hips and lower back. Now, feel how any tension that may have been hiding there simply melts away, as though it was never there to begin with. Your body is remembering how good it feels to let go, to sink deeply into this state of relaxation. And now, the light begins to travel up into your stomach and your chest. Feel your breath flowing easily, smoothly, as though each breath carries that warmth even deeper into your body. With every inhale, you feel calmer. With every exhale, you feel lighter. The light fills your chest and flows into your upper back, soothing every muscle, releasing every ounce of tension. As the light rises into your shoulders now, feel them growing so heavy, yet so comfortable. It's as though the light is melting away any weight you've been carrying, leaving you feeling lighter, freer. And now it flows down into your arms, into your elbows, your forearms, your hands, and each fingertip. Your arms feel so relaxed now, so still, so peaceful. The light continues its journey, moving into your neck, your jaw, and your face. Feel your jaw unclench completely, your cheeks relax, your forehead smooths, every tiny muscle in your face lets go, and you may even feel the softest hint of a smile as your body fully embraces this peaceful, restful state. The light flows to the top of your head now, glowing warmly there for a moment, and then spreading outward, creating a gentle cocoon of calm all around you. You are surrounded by this warmth, this stillness, this peace. Take a moment now to notice how your entire body feels. From the tips of your toes to the top of your head, every part of you is deeply, wonderfully relaxed. And as your body sinks even deeper, your mind can begin to drift, too. You might imagine yourself in a beautiful, quiet garden, the kind of place where time seems to stand still. The air is soft and warm, carrying the faint scent of blooming flowers. You feel the grass beneath your feet, cool and comforting, as you walk slowly through this peaceful place. In this garden, there is nothing to do, nothing to worry about, and nowhere you need to be. Here, the only thing that matters is the moment you are in. You might notice a soft bench beneath a great, sprawling tree, its leaves whispering gently in the breeze. Perhaps you feel drawn to sit there, letting the peace of this garden wrap around you. And as you sit, you notice how every part of you feels so completely at ease, as though this garden was created just for you. Take a deep breath in and imagine the air of this garden filling your lungs, soothing you, relaxing you even more deeply. And as you exhale, feel yourself sinking further into stillness, as though you are becoming one with the peace of this place. You might notice, somewhere in this garden, a single flower. It's small and unassuming, yet something about it captures your attention. As you look closer, you notice how its petals shimmer softly, shifting colors like the bloom of now from the story. You reach out to touch it, and as your fingers graze the petals, you feel an incredible wave of calm flowing through you, as though this flower is reminding you of something you already know deep down, that peace is always within you, that it's always been there, waiting to bloom. And as you hold on to that feeling, notice how your breath has slowed even more. Your body feels heavy now, sinking deeply into the surface beneath you. Your mind feels calm, quiet, as though all the noise has faded into a soft, distant hum. You are here in this moment, and that is enough. From this place of stillness, you can let yourself drift even deeper, Now, imagine the petals of the flower closing gently, just as your eyelids grow heavier and heavier. There is no effort here, no need to stay awake or alert. You are safe, you are calm, and it feels so good to surrender to the pull of deep, restful sleep. With every breath you take, you drift further into a state of peace, of comfort. Each inhale draws you closer to a place of complete relaxation, and each exhale lets go of anything you no longer need. There's nothing to do now but rest, nothing to strive for. Just as Alden found peace in the present moment, you can allow yourself to rest in the now, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And as you continue to drift, you might begin to lose track of my voice. That's perfectly fine. My words will linger in your subconscious, guiding you gently into a night of deep, refreshing sleep. Your body knows how to rest. Your mind knows how to let go. And in this moment, you are safe, you are calm, and you are free. Feel yourself floating now, as though you are cradled by soft clouds. You are weightless, timeless, and completely at peace. Let yourself drift further and further, deeper and deeper, until you are wrapped in the deepest, most restful sleep. Good night, sweet dreams.